Please pay attention to the documents after this video, which contain crimes Steve Harvey committed in 2005. The same year 2007 he married Marjorie. Documents were printed up in a whole different courthouse by an attorney. So if Steve Harvey and Mary Harvey was divorced in 2005, why was those document even filed in 2007 Texas? About division of assets and properties in Mary Harvey divorce. There are two main attorney that Steve Harvey conspired with, and that is Bobby Edmond, located at 100 East 15th Street, Fort Worth, Texas 76102, and Ricky Anderson, located at 7322 Southwest Freeway Suite 2010, Houston, Texas 77074. As well Judge Angela Tucker, located at 199th District Court, Collins County, Texas, where all the collusion began. Please also Google the smoking gun Steve Harvey conjob divorce. You will see these documents. I am going to break down why Steve Harvey is blackmailing Essie Berry to keep quiet about his collusion and conspiracy. The plot is very deep, and all parties that I have named in this video are involved. This will show proof that Steve Harvey was hiding money in accents, and gagged Mary Harvey to make her keep her mouth close about this, and the child abuse of Winton Harvey, who is now grown, but Steve ass should be in jail. This is to show you what was going on before Steve Harvey started blackmailing and harassing Essie Berry. The document clearly show fraud, collusion, conspiracy, embezzlement, money laundering, and more. In 2013, Steve Harvey and his crooked attorney Bobby Edmond accused Essie Berry with conspiracy and extortion. Steve Harvey and his people threw that lie out there about Essie Berry to cover up his lies. The world never asked what Essie Berry conspired or extorted from Steve Harvey. Click the links below to show proof of what I am saying. Steve Harvey is blackmailing Essie along with Judge Angela Tucker, who put a false warrant against Essie Berry in Texas to protect Steve Harvey crimes and the conspiracy that they all took part in Texas about Mary Harvey divorce.
Mary said, "Oh, Ricky, you talking about Ricky Anderson?
Yeah, Ricky.
Like, were you friends with Ricky? How did y'all meet? How did you and Ricky meet? How did y'all get?"
I think Steve had a friend. His name was Juan Ho, and he and Steve were pretty tight. And I think it was Juan. Yeah, it was Juan that introduced Steve to Ricky. Um, I think it was. I think it was before. No, that couldn't have been it. Oh no! It was after. Yeah, it was after Steve and I met. It was after Steve and I met is when Juan introduced Steve to Ricky. And long story short, he was our attorney. He handled a lot of things for our company, Wonderlove. And
Ricky did.
That was the relationship with him. I mean, like on holidays, we kind of get together on each other's house for dinner or whatever. But he was a trusted friend. He was.
Was Ricky married? Is Ricky married?
Yeah, he was married. He had two kids.
Were you and his wife cool?
Hmm?
Were you and his wife cool?
Yeah, I mean, we were all right. We never really hung out or nothing because, Steve and I lived in Plano and Ricky lived in Houston. So I met his wife. I only met his wife one time out of the years we had known each other. I met her once. We went to their house in Houston. I think it was Christmas. And we had gone there to see some other friends, and we decided to see them on the way out of town. But we weren't friends. We really didn't know each other. Me and Stevie and Ricky and Stevie hung out more so than anything because he was handling our business. But I never knew his wife. Never. Met her that one time. We were at Ricky's house for about 2 hours, and that was it.
Wow. Well, like in the papers and stuff, when I had saw that in 2013, like I just seen Ricky was your attorney. So the judge, how did you even get to court that day when you went to, went to your divorce? What happened on that day, like with Ricky and stuff? Because I heard stuff from Nancy, but I want to hear from you. Like, what was the deal? Like when you went to court and all that transpired and happened. You know what? I'm sorry. You know what? For some reason, you had cut off, baby doll. What you say?
Well, I'm just gonna say that Ricky, when I was in the mental when I went to the hospital, okay, and I was there for like 3 days, and Ricky was the one that came down there and signed me out. He signed me out. So,
What signed you out of the mental ward?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what was Steve at? Did Steve come make sure you was okay while you was in there?
I don't know where he was.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know where he was.
Okay, so he was signed you out, and what happened?
Well, he took me back to our Willowbend house, and I took a shower, and Steve was there. Steve came in from somewhere. I don't know where he had been, but Ricky and Steve and I were sitting on the patio, and at that time, we knew things were pretty much over. I just couldn't take it anymore. That's why I was down there at the hospital. I was trying to calm myself down, and it wasn't working. And I just kept taking pill after pill after pill, and I had called the ambulance myself because the guys came in there and they were like, "Oh, Miss Harvey, do you remember how many pills you were taking?" And they counted the pills that were in the bottle, and they were like, "We better take you down because you're taking too many pills." And I had, so they had to go drink that tar, go to the hospital all day. Anyway, Ricky came in there and he split, financially. Z was asking me what I wanted, and I was telling him, what I wanted, and we agreed that we just wanted to keep it private. And I said to him, and we all agreed, there was no point in going outside of it and bringing in another lawyer. That's all over the paper. So that's why we just dealt with Ricky. But some people were saying, she was just dumb. Why would she use the same attorney? Didn't she know that she could have her own attorney? And that was really hurtful. People just talk, but whatever. We decided to use Ricky because we were just going to sit down and just handle it. I mean, he didn't have nothing when we started. I didn't have nothing. So it was like obvious split. What is there to haggle about? It was an obvious split. And we agreed that was what was going to happen. But that isn't what happened. That isn't what happened at all. But anyway, we had that conversation after I got out of the hospital. And really not back at myself, because when you have a breakdown, you don't spend 2 days in the hospital and you come back out and you're okay. It just doesn't work like that. So I was still kind of, not back where I needed to be. And then, and of course I couldn't follow what everybody was doing. I couldn't. And maybe because Ricky knew, that I was out of it or whatever, and they just went forward, and that's what was hurtful. They knew. Ricky knew, Steve knew, my inner circle, they knew I had gone to the hospital. But then when everybody started taking bites off of me like piranha, they just didn't care. They just didn't care. It was like Ricky was like totally on Steve's side. Like, okay, she can't hardly read or not paying attention or whatever.
Well, I know you was up on a lot of medication and stuff. That would be one thing.
Before Essie tell her truth September 2024, there are several important facts that will be noted, proven, and shown to show you why Steve Harvey wanted to silence Essie Berry. Because she knows all Steve's dirty, deep, dark, illegal secrets, Mary Harvey knew firsthand. That is why Steve has stalked, harassed, and bullied her for over a decade and gagged Mary Harvey for over 2 decades, because he is not who you think he is, just like P. Diddy was not who you thought he was, or T.D. Jakes. These 2 men Steve Harvey are friends with. Pay attention while I walk you through the deep dark web of lies. After hearing the conversation between Essie Berry and Mary Harvey, it is clear to say Mary was released from the mental ward on the day of her divorce and went to court with the same attorney Steve Harvey had, which was a friend. Which was Ricky Anderson, who was an entertainment attorney. The documents you have seen clearly showed that Steve Harvey was still going through a divorce when he married Marjorie, but Steve Harvey continued to bully Essie Berry and harass her because she knew the truth. Look at all the assets located in these documents. That is why Mary Harvey continues to speak out. Because of Steve Harvey collusion, conspiracy, and lies, Essie will be presenting evidence of text messages, videos, emails, documents, and more to now prove her truth. Essie Berry will stand by every document that is released to prove her truth. You are getting ready to embark on darkness on a whole nother level in order for a rich man to keep his wealth. Steve Harvey will lie when the truth will do. Essie will be releasing documents to prove that Marjorie Harvey was in on the whole case of illegal dealings. Evidence against attorney Bobby Edmond and Ricky Anderson, who are Steve Harvey attorney and friends. Judge Angela Tucker, black female judge who as well was in on the collusion and conspiracy in 199 District Court in Collin County, Texas. These people used the court system to violate Essie Berry and blackmail her.